Well, today on this episode of Take 5 with Cleanfax, I'm pleased to welcome Marcie Richardson. She's the Director of Human Resources and Safety with Guarantee Restoration Services and also serves on the Board of Directors with the Restoration Industry Association, or RIA. Welcome, Marcie.
Thanks, Jeff. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's going to be an interesting topic today as we get into these 5 minutes of content that the industry needs. So thank you for your time for that. We're going to spotlight the key differences between training and development, a topic, Marcie, I believe you're well versed in. So let's get started with your thoughts on the difference between training and development for restoration companies. Why is this an important topic to discuss?
Well, the difference of training and development, really training focuses on specific skills, specific job knowledges, things that we need to do today that are job specifics, such as like training on different types of equipment, the chemical products and usage of everything, application, classification of water loss. Training is job specific on the how-tos, right? Development focuses on the growth of the entire person to grow the employee beyond what their current job is. So if you've identified that employee for future growth, for a management position, whatever it may be, that's what development is. I kind of compare it to a microwave versus a slow cooker, right? Microwave is going to give you some food real quick. It may not be the tasty, but you're going to get something from it. And the slow cooker is going to develop those flavors and be a better tasty meal type of thing.
Well, Marcie, I know we all need our microwaves, but good analogy there. What makes a real difference for a restoration company when developing a team? What advice can you share there?
So when you're developing a team, the first and foremost thing for me is, do you have the right person in the right seat, right? You need to make sure that that person is with you and that they are using their skills and what they have best in the job that you need them for. And then the next thing is that you need to have those candid conversations with all of your employees. You don't know what their pathway is, what are their goals, if you're not talking to them. And if you're looking about developing, how do you know who to develop? One of the things that I'm very much a proponent is talk to all the employees in every department, right? Just because somebody is in one department, they may be a little more quiet, but they have some skill set that's going to really benefit you and your growth that's in another department. So I want to make sure that you're having those candid conversations of where people are and where they're growing. And the last and the major difference to me is the trust. When you're developing a team, that the employer and the employee need to trust the process, that when the employer says, hey, we're going to lead you on the journey, we're going to see and show you, here's your pathway, right? They need to trust that that's actually going to come to fruition, that that employer is going to put them in that process and make sure that those goals are being met.
Any final words of advice you would offer those listening? We still have about a minute left.
Okay. So final words or final thoughts is that training and development needs to be part of everybody's business strategic plan. We look at, hey, we're going to grow, where are we going to revenue, what verticals are we going to hit, what areas, but not many people actually look at training and development in their strategic growth of where they want to go. I mean, at the end of the day, in the restoration business, we all are in the people business, right? So we're always looking to help and to make people's lives better on the outside, but what are we doing inside? And if in today's workforce, and we're having all these workforce and hiring issues, the number one thing that we can do is fortify ourselves in our own companies. Training and development is number one and key into doing that. And then when you have a firm training and development plan, that's succession, right? Next man up. When you lose somebody, it's not a big of a deal because you've been training and developing the ones behind you. So
thank you, Marcie. Good stuff.
Thank you, Jeff.
See you at the RA show.
Absolutely. Be there.
All right.